Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood.
They know their daughter a bit better than that. I can understand why it would be hard for them to comprehend or believe.
Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia.
Who says that to somebody?
I thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad.
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Well, yes, but don't forget you've got principles.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Yep, that's the blush if I've ever seen one.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
You say you don't expect to be working for her for very long, but you've already been working for her for 6 months, so that's a long time already. So we are going to the Eremites, but not to the leader, retired leader. Who are we going to speak with?
Oh, hey, Chief.
Oh, you're talking to him, but here he said he can't give us any help.
Did
he lie to me?
What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
Did you lie to me? Or are we using him to get to another person?
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So,
There you go,
where's
extra
Ruksha?
person.
I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rukshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses.
Why?
So people from all over have been called back to the city.
Why? That seems a bit sudden and alarming. What are they instigating that they will require those defenses?
Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back.
I just can't look past Aru village. I thought it when it was on the map that I saw it. Like it might have been on the map, but Aru is the name. I think the full name was Sakhet Aru. The Field of Reeds. It's the afterlife for Egyptians. So every time you say Aru, I just keep thinking of Egypt, and I shouldn't be thinking about Egypt when I'm thinking about Sumeru.
The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads.
I still don't know what the Matra are, by the way.
All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
Wait, if you know that it's currently in Port Ormos, why is nobody going to get it back?
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Okay.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though.
Sounds bloody important.
If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Why?
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
And especially if the Academia are trying to get the subject back, the thief is going to be hiding from anybody related to the Academia, no?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
But what's this about Ruksek? Am I supposed to be meeting somebody else?
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family.
Oh, what is rucksack?
And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
Good God. Does the Scarlet King still exist, by the way?
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that.
Oh, don't worry, we will. I wouldn't miss it.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Wouldn't miss it. Lost in Prosperity. Go to Port Ormos. New quest, the unappreciated carving. Talk to the troubled artisan. What is this? Graven Innocence. In Port Ormos, Sumeru, there is a shop named Arkara Crafts. One can hear the many sighs of craftsmen within. Okay. Is that the quest I just got? No, that's completely separate. Oh my gosh, okay. And then there's this. Oh, Rana. Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Rana, by the way. 100%. Because she was going to take us to Sumeru. So, let's duck back across to here. Grab her. She'll send us on a quest to Sumeru, and then we'll see where she wants to go after that. She probably wants to take me to Port almost after that. Oh, I should have grabbed the Dendrocrystal fly. Oh well. I'm here. I'm ready. Oh, you're taking me to Vimara Village. Okay. Let's go. I'm following. Woodland encounter started. Okay, Rana, don't mind me. The quest thingy just wouldn't let me get out of it. We don't go any faster? Since you're a forest watcher, Rana, you must be very familiar with the woods, right? Uh-huh. I've lived here around here for years, and I know every tree in the forest. Really? The land's becoming somewhat peculiar lately. Even the withering zones have become more something of late. It's only been a few days and a new withering zone has popped up already. So close to the main road too. Ah, withering zone again. We've handled it with Tignari before. Lunara and Tignari disposed of a withering zone before? I won't go into how dangerous it is then. Regardless, let me mark down the location and radius of effect for now. After I take you to Vimara Village, I'll go to Gandharvaville and bring Tignari over to help. Don't need Rana, just leave it to us. No way, the withering zone is lethal. Even veteran forest watchers wouldn't approach it unless absolutely necessary. Lunara can manipulate the elements, and it should somewhat stave off the withering's effects. Dude, I don't remember what I'm doing here. Then I think about it, you did show such ability when fending off the fungi. But still, you shouldn't do that. We can't have you injured by the withering after coming all this way. Don't worry, Rana. Lunara has proven to be very reliable in the many encounters throughout our journey. Leave it to me, it's a piece of cake. I don't like this withering zone. Let me deal with it. Alright, I understand. I'll wait here. If it's too much to handle, get out of there or call for help and I'll be there. God, you'd actually come? Okay, let me remember how this works.
Propagate!
Oops. And then what do I do here? Oh, with charge attacks. Okay, is that it? Yes. And then we go over here and do a charge attack. And we go here and do a charge attack. And that should be that. And then... Does that work? Do we need more than that? Nah, I think we need more than that. No, don't climb it. Attack it. Dear God. Oh, look at the little doggy that I just brutally destroyed. Okay, I'm a little confused. How do I get rid of this thing? Wait, don't I just press F? I just remembered that. Since the charge attacking didn't work, I was like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to just press F. Lunara's impressive, right? You're amazing. Incredibly amazing. Take it down a notch. Pardon me. Lunara, miss. You had to be so formal. It's okay to speak your mind, Miss Rana. Let's drop the formalities. Lunara and Paimon. Whoops, and Rana. Okay, so I wonder if you guys are interested in joining us. I can vouch for you both. It'd be great to get powerful, dedicated people like Lunara and Paimon on our side. With you guys, we can better control the spread of the withering. Sure, you're probably not familiar with the woods, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Clam down? What? Do you mean calm down? Oh yeah, speaking of the forest, Paimon's got a question. Do you remember the wondrous creatures we saw before? Wondrous creatures? Who will you describe the wondrous creatures you met previously? Which bloody creatures? Do you mean the little neighbour of the High Lady? Oh, they sound like the mythical Aranara, small round plant-like fairies. They are denizens of the woods and guardians of trees, but we generally dismiss them as just a tale. You sure those weren't just some shroom boars you saw, Lunara? Shroom boars? Yeah, that's an animal, hello, you'll see only in the forest of Sumeru. They are round green beasts that live in the forest. We'd use them to find precious mushrooms. I don't think they're the same. Anyway, in all my years in the woods, I've never seen an Aranara. However, you can ask the kids after you get to Vamara village. They seem to be very into the legend of Aranara. The children always try to hide their thoughts from adults. You can read their minds like a book. Just like Paimon. Hey, that's because we're buddies and know each other very well. I know nothing about you, Paimon. You can't even tell me where you're from. Hold up.
Wind, hear me.
I'm injured, guys. I'm injured. Okay, I'm good now. Go to Vamara village. Wait, she's not even going to escort me the rest of the journey? Wow. I feel so abandoned. This is Vamara village. Let me say hi to Grandpa Amadia. Okay, well, I'm going to say hi to Aurelius, the hunter. Hello, can I help you? You're a Mondstadter? Yes, I'm Aurelius, born and raised in Mondstadt. A few years back, I came here on my journey of tracing the footsteps of a lady poet. I didn't want to come in the beginning, but once I got here, I realized that this place is awesome. No one will force me to be a poet here. To be honest, even though my parents are both poets, I detest poetry. Instead of heading back home and letting them use beautiful rhymes to mock my lousy poems, I feel much more free and at ease here. Good for you, Aurelius. I'm proud of you understanding exactly what you need to make yourself happy. Ooh, this place is bigger than I thought. Oh no, I need another statue of a 7. Oh hey, it's not that far off actually. I just wanted the fish. I also want the frog, but I'm in a cutscene. I'm back, Grandpa Amadia. Rana, you know the forest. The job of a forest watcher is important, but you should come around more often. Yeah, I know. I patrol the forest so that those tiger cubs can hang out in the woods safely. It was just a mess right now. There are tigers in Vamara village. Tiger cubs refers to Aether and his friends. By the way, your voice. I don't think I've ever met you. Do we have visitors? He's blind. Oh yes, Grandpa Amadia. These two are... Rana gives Amadia a brief rundown. I see. Welcome to Vamara village, and thanks for helping Rana out. I plan to form a night watch, getting Alfonso, Barham, and Aurelius to safeguard the perimeter as a group. That's a great plan. It's for the good of the children, after all. Has something happened in Vamara village lately? Oh? Could it be related to the round plant-like creatures we saw before? What are you talking about? That sounds like a cabbage from your description. It's okay. We're just a little uneasy from some recent events. I spent my whole life in Vamara village and never saw anything like this. I won't bore you with my stories. Please watch over Rana. She's always been a troublemaker since she was little. She got lost in the woods once when she was 7 or 8 for a couple days. Hey now, Grandpa Amadia. Fine, fine. You be a good host now, Rana. Don't let our guests down. For sure. Grandpa Amadia is getting old and his eyes are starting to fail him, but he's really nice. Would it make you feel better if I switched to walking? You're back, Rana. Anything new? Who's the one beside you? Oh, Safat. I met this kind, powerful traveller. How about you? Caught anything good? You know it. When you see the kids, tell them a feast is waiting. You interested? I'm not sure, like, blah, 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 words. It went too fast for me. Just going to point out the matter of names here. And just what a coincidence it is. So she mentioned Barham, wanting to get Barham, Alfonso, and Aurelius to set up a night watch. Barham was a name that I used in my Pathfinder character's backstory as an old love interest. And then Rana was the name I made for a backup character should my character have died. And she was going to be a fighter who worked in the same caravan troop as both my current character and Barham. So I've had 2 names for my character's backstory brought up in just this one quest village alone. I just find that amazingly coincidental. Now, if you're telling me there's a cure around the corner, I'd be absolutely amazed. I'm back, Alfonso. I see. Who was that with you? Is there a flower back here I wanted to grab? Yes, there is. Come on. You got this, Lunara. Allow me to introduce you to 2 impressive travellers who've helped me a lot. And this here is Alfonso, just about the most dependable person in the Lunara village. You flatter me, Rana. Anyway, nice to meet you too, and thanks for looking after Rana. You don't look like a local, Alfonso. Are you a traveller too? Haha, you're an experienced traveller indeed. Saw right through me at a glance. I came as an apprentice from Fontaine, but ended up staying here because I really like it here. And it's been years since. Alfonso's practically one of us now. Anyway, how are the kids? They're not running around, are they? I mean, it's not a good time right now. They're in the village waiting for you to return after Cavis came back. Is it really okay to talk about that before our guests? Maybe we should talk about it later. Is it something important? We can come back later. Don't worry, they saved my life after all. Actually, you could have made it on your own. I fight very well. Time is life to me. You saved me time, so you saved my life. I like the way she thinks. My time is very important too. Anyway, some of the children from our village have gone missing recently. Oh, shit. That warrants much more than just an anyway. Is someone abducting the kids? This is a very serious problem. Have you notified the sheriff in Sumeria City yet? Is there anything we can help with? Paimon, I don't think there are sheriffs in Sumeria City. In fact, the only place in the world that there are sheriffs is America. I don't think any other country has a sheriff. It's so archaic. So, no. Wait, just listen to me. The missing children always came back in a few days, though they don't remember what happened. That is not a good thing. I'd round up a search party every time. Sometimes we'd run into wild animals, sometimes a withering zone. Other times, the outside is obviously too tough for us to handle. However, we could never find the kids since the woods are simply too big to search, even for Rana. Yeah, but in the end, they would suddenly return when no one was paying attention and couldn't recall anything when asked. Paimon does that too. They remembered nothing at all. I'm not sure. I think they just don't want to tell us adults, even though I'm only a few years older than them. Still, it's pretty concerning. Right, so I've been patrolling nearby recently, looking for anything unusual. That's also why I just spoke to Amadia about forming a night watch. I also asked Afonso to keep an eye on the kids. Sorry. It's okay, I'll be more concerned if they actually stay put. I'm going to have a word with Ayasfat later. Yosafat? It's his job to watch over Carvers and Sudaba. You want to take it easy for a while here, Rana. You're the only one who can get through to the kids. It's dangerous outside lately. Withering zone aside, you got the Fatui from Sejnaya with their armed mercenaries operating in the forest. If something goes wrong... Fatui? I know, I'll be careful, but I should be on the ball because it's dangerous. But even if you could deal with the wild animals, the Fatui are more than you can handle, Rana. It sounds like Alfonso knows the Fatui very well. Well, he comes from Fontaine. What do you expect? It's nearby. To Sejnaya, isn't it? Are they next to each other? I'm not geographically incorrect, right? Oh, I learned about them from the travellers shuttling between Sumeru City and Port Ormos. Okay, never mind about my geography. It doesn't even matter. It's Rana. Rana's back. With Alfonso too. Oh god, children. Hey, here comes trouble. Anyway, think it over, Rana. I picked a bunch of starshrooms for you, Rana. Aether, didn't you promise me to never wander outside the village? The Rishbaland Raja will come and get you if you don't behave. Oh, is that, tiger? I'm big now and I'm not scared of anything. Did you catch the Gator Raja this time, Rana? I want to hear some tales from the woods, Rana. Well, I didn't see the Gator Raja. Gator as in a crocodile? Or alligator, sorry. Alligator, totally an alligator. Or is it Gator? And I'm pronouncing it incorrectly and it's something else. I brought you a golden lion and a silver. Silver what, though? What? Is she losing her memory? Another lion? Our colors match pretty well. What? I'm so confused. Silver duskbird, silver bass, super silver spectre. Calm down, Palman. I'm so confused. Alright, stop picking on them. Lunara and Palman are my friends. I am so confused about this exchange. Is that something that's lost in translation? What? Palman's not going to get mad at kids. Oh, I will. Regardless, you know a lot of animals. That's right. Rana tells stories every time she's back. She told us about a huge gator last time, and the sumpter beast lord. And the Rishbaland Raja that couldn't be caught. That's right, and it will come and get you if you don't behave. Oh no. Everyone in the village sure seems to get along. If only it could always be like this. Hope the children stay safe. Anyway, my friends here came from a place far, far away. Why don't we let them tell a story today? Haven't we got something more important to be doing right now? Yes. Sure, our trip to Sumeria has been a very eventful one. Yay, let's look at Rana's house. The last one there is a spectre. I hate spectres. Be careful going over the bridge. Don't fall in the water. Let's go. Oh, I thought this questline was going to be more interesting than telling stories to children, but I guess not. I don't care if I fall behind. The quest marker will just tell me where I'm going. Hi, Juliet. Stop running on the bridge, you might fall into the water. You heard the lady. Holy shit, did you think about maybe putting some railings on this bitch? And the kids can't fall off. Holy hell. It's like you're trying to get the kids to just stack it in the water and die. Barum! You look nothing like the Barum I created. We're getting a whirlwind tour of Vimara village. Is this our place? Yeah. These kids ran faster than birds could fly. You guys are getting good at running. It's going to worry me sick if you run away someday. We won't run if Rana's here. I'm going to marry Rana when I grow up. Wait, didn't you promise to marry me? Liar. We'll sort this out later. You'll meet more people when you grow up. People more impressive and better than me. For instance, Miss Blunt here is way mightier than me and has met many great people along their journey from far away, right? Indeed I have. Have you been traveling a long time? Rana said you to tell stories. I've got lots of stories. You got the tiger cubs then. I've a meeting to go to. You kids be good to her and stay put till I come back. Wait, I'm babysitter? Ugh, fuck that. Okay. I'm gonna kill you, Rana, for that alone. Alright, onto the stories. You're Aether, right? What story would you like to hear? Stories about dragons. Well, we happen to have one of those up our sleeve. Alfonso said they are ancient and very powerful. Sea monsters! I heard there's a lot of big monsters in the sea. I also happen to know about that too. I want stories about a distinguished lady who is smart and powerful. We happen to have one of those too. I can help all three of you. You all want different stories. Hey, isn't there someone that knows stories of the 8-headed hydras, silver-haired banshees, and the wicked abyss dragon? Someone thinks everyone would be happy if that person was here. How about this? We know all those stories and we'll tell them all. I don't understand what Palm was trying to get at. We can ask them about the mysterious creatures while at it. We can ask them about how they went missing while at it. True, and about the mysterious creatures too. As a trade, Eatham, Carvis, and Sudaba, you'll tell us what you know too. Sure. Anyway, tell the kids a story in a way they'll find fun. Am I supposed to remember which one or what? Jesus. Okay. I want dragon stories. Alfonso told me they exist in the world. He said a huge evil dragon lives in a place called Mondstadt. Alfonso sure has his ears on the ground. Yeah, we know about that. So what is the dragon like? Alfonso said it's terrifying and pillages Mondstadt. How should Paimon put it? This is a tale of friends resolving their misunderstanding. This is a tale of heroes triumphing over evil. Here it goes. A long, long time ago, in a kingdom far away, a big dragon with huge wings and sharp fangs lay in deep slumber. When the dragon woke up, it saw the world had changed. Growl, the dragon announced. I'm mad now, and I'm going to wreck your little houses and keeps. The dragon wasn't actually bad, but was tricked by an evil sorcerer into thinking everyone's bad. Then one day, 2 travelers arrived. Mama tells the story of the azure blue dragon in a way that really engages the kids. So with everyone's help, the travelers removed the curse from the dragon and helped it find its friend. Wow, I had thought dragons were terrible and would eat sumpter-beasts and people. How big is a dragon though? Big like a house? Big enough to swallow Palmer in one bite, big enough to swallow Vimara village in one bite. Wow, if that's true, we can fly around inside a dragon's belly. When it gets hot, we'll go to Snezhnaya that Alfonso talked about, where it snows. When it's rainy season, we'll go to Veluca, where Granny Jahiet is from. Veluca? Oh, it's a desert. Anyway, when I grow up, I want to travel everywhere like you. That's right. Travel and make friends, just like how we travelled and got to know you. Can we ask you a few questions, Ayatham? Creatures. Brad told us they could be Aranara. Have you heard anything about them? About that? No, I heard nothing about Aranara. They look like Shroomboars. No, they don't. So you've seen Aranara before? Actually, I've heard about them in Granny Giet's stories. Wait, but I thought she was from the desert. Are you telling me the Aranara from the desert? Can we ask Granny Giet? No. Alright, we'll drop it. Rana and others are very worried about your kids, Ayatham. Have you gotten lost in the woods recently? No, I know the woods very well. There's no way I can get lost. Pseudoban and Carvers did. Everyone was worried, but not me, because I know Arana would take them home. Arana? Who's that? Rana. Rana would find them and take them home. That's suspicious, but Paimon doesn't think we can find out more. Let's change the topic. Why are you interested in dragon stories? I want to be great like a dragon. Then I can help Rana or Alfonso. They work very hard. It always takes a long time for Rana to patrol the woods. Alfonso goes out there when no one's looking too. I can help them as soon as I grow up, so they can spend more time in the village. Paimon gets it. You're a great kid, Ayatham. Eotham? Eotham? I have no idea. Alright, kid. Sea monsters, you say? Sea monsters. I heard there's a lot of big and peculiar monsters in the sea. Can we tell them about Haishan or about Asocial? Was that the name? Oh, Osile? Bloody hell, I don't remember. Like the fish that's as large as an island, or the squid as long as a river, and the story about the puppet and the whale. Also the turtle carrying an elephant on its back. What? You've heard a lot of stories. Why the interest in sea monsters? When I grow up, I want to be a sailor going on 7 voyages and discovering, why only 7, uncharted islands and lands. That's why I want to learn about sea monsters. This way, I can defeat them one day. We ran across some pirates before. We ran across the grandson of some pirates. Pfft. Wow, it's so cool. Did they find any treasure? Any tales of adventure? Not sure. Paimon does have a sea monster story. Once upon a time, there was a sea serpent with many heads living in the ocean. It was taller than a mountain when it stretched out its neck. The serpent didn't behave, so a god trapped it on the sea floor under rocks to prevent it from making waves and destroying the harbour. After a long while, the serpent woke up and griped, "Curse you, despicable god! I'll wash all your houses and treasures out to the sea and make them mine!" Roar. Then it rose up to the higher than the mountains and cursed a tidal wave. Whoops, click. Paimon tells the story of the people in the flying castle, fighting the sea hydra together in a way that really engages the kids. And that was how everybody worked together to defeat the serpent and protect the city. So the serpent's been defeated? What a shame. I wanted to beat it myself when I grew up. You'll fight other monsters when you grow up. That's the spirit. Of course, I'm older than Ayatham and Sudar. I have to be stronger than them so I can protect them. I promise to tell you what I know after hearing your story. So, what would you like to know about the mysterious creatures in the woods? Oh, there's a lot of them in the forest, like the legendary Sumpter Beast Lord. It isn't like any ordinary Sumpter Beast and will attack intruders. And the Rishbaland Raja that snatches bad children away. But I'm old enough to know Rana made that up to scare the kids. They all sound interesting, but we'd like to know about the round plant-like fairies called Aranara. Do you know about them? Oh, Aranara. Never heard of them, but I know about the Gator Raja. It's a very, very big gator in the woods that has lived for a long, long time and is very, very cunning. There was this one time... That didn't sound convincing. Let's just ask something else. Well, Paimon can't believe there's a gator like that. Do you go into the woods often, Carvers? Yes, I used to, but not lately, since I got lost in there once. At least, that's what the adults say. That's what the adults said? Because I don't remember anything. I went to the forest to see my friend and share stories about my sister then. I just can't remember what happened. When I came to my senses, I was back in the village already. My father held me tightly whilst everyone around me was asking if I was hungry or hurt or thirsty, and they wouldn't let me go there again. You should listen and not go there. You went to the forest to see your friend? Eh? You have a friend in the forest? Doesn't everyone live in the village? Yeah, a friend to everyone. Lives in the forest. Told us many things, like what wild fruits we shouldn't eat and which trees would let us climb on them. So what is that friend like? Well, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Although we're friends, I made a pact with Sudaba and Aether. Pamela guesses it's a secret between the kids. I think we just hit a dead end. Okay, we understand. Now be a good boy and don't play outside the village. Of course. I'll be a good big brother to Sudaba and Aether.